Hello, this is Surfline Surf Forecaster Chris Poor with your Orange County Register Marine forecast. This is effective at 5 o'clock on Monday. Starting off the North Pacific, we're running out of winter rapidly. It will be spring by the end of this week, and the ocean shows the transition from late to winter into early spring. Not as many storms out there, and high pressure covering most of the ocean at this point, so that will mean a slowdown in groundswell activity for this week, mostly. Here's the latest analysis. Shows high pressure centered off our coast, but sending all the way past the dateline into the West Pacific. Got a low way up at the Gulf of Alaska. That'll send down a little bit of northwest swell activity for Wednesday and Thursday, but not much of that. Long-range forecast charts do offer up the potential for more storm activity under the Gulf of Alaska, possibly sending down some very steep-angled north-northwest groundswell late this weekend into early next week. We'll be watching that close, keep posting the progress of that. But other than that, not a whole lot of groundswell activity in sight from the North Pacific for this week. Season's running down. Also activity throughout the North Pacific right now. Here's the longer groundswell component of that. You can see not a whole lot. Some in towards northern and central California, but not much our way. And that'll be the case this week. Tropics close for the season, but with spring just around the corner, opening day can't be that far away either. South Pacific, very slow activity last week, so we really don't have any significant southern hemiswell for most of this week. It's going to be very small scale. We do have a little bit of south-southwest swell showing up by Friday and the weekend. That's knee, waist-high waves further. Most spots, top breaks, chest-high sets onto that on the inconsistent side, but that's pretty much it. It does look like potential for better southwest swell around the middle of next week, going right into the beginning of April, so we'll be watching that real close, keep posting progress of that. But for this week, it's pretty minimal as far as southern hemisphere swell goes in Orange County. Here's also activity generated throughout the west end of the South Pacific right now, extending on over to the east end. Pretty zonal flow, running west to east. Here's the longer groundswell component of that. You can see not much. Some light blue heading our way, but really not a whole lot for this week. Again, looks better as we head into late next week and into the first part of April. For Orange County for this week, not a whole lot of waves, but there's some out there. For the outer coastal waters on Tuesday, we're looking for northwest winds 10 to 20 knots with occasional gusts 25 in the afternoon. Wind waves about 2 to 3 feet, swell running 4 to 6 feet out of the northwest. That's going to hold through Wednesday. At this point, though, it looks like more winds, northwest 15, 25 knots with gusts to 30 on Thursday into Friday, slowly tapering off over the weekend. So look for stronger offshore or stronger northwesterly winds over the outer coastal waters with rougher conditions. For the winds, for the waves along the coast, though, not much. Knee to waist high, pretty much it on Tuesday, a little bit weaker on Wednesday. Bumps up a bit late Wednesday going into Thursday off of that northwest swell, but still it's knee to waist high, chest high, pretty much it. A little bit of southern heavy show on Friday, possibly some northwest swell activity late this weekend. Look light variable winds in the morning for the coast, moderate plus on shores for the second half of the day. Next update here is 5 o'clock on Thursday. We will see you then.